resistance trap. Thanks, Aggie. Let me have a look at this. Actually, this might be good, yeah, because Danny's doubling as taking damage and getting Deku Nuts, which might not be the worst idea. Gets rid of these guys. Oh, he Hesses in, Aggie. So he Hesses past this Deku Baba. All of them, rather. Yeah, I've seen this strat before. I might have to muck with it at some point, Aggie. I understand how it works because I've seen him do it. I've actually tried it myself at one point for something. But tonight we'll keep doing this, and then if we can't snag the sub 50, then I will try it again with that. I'll learn it and go with that. Alright, we got ideas. We got ideas to play around with. Bless you. Alright. Let's go, fam. I think we're good. If we don't PB, then I will I'll get my splits back. I return, guys, with more grapes. Nom 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 nom. Hello. Hello. Black grapes, the really long ones you can get from Coles at the moment, Ags. They're really good. If you can swing by Coles tomorrow, Aggie, get some, dude. They're really yummy. When does RE come out, actually? RE3? I imagine it's really soon. I know so many people who are going to jump on that. I think you and I both know people who are going to jump on that, Ags. Like, Cat for sure. Maxi for sure. Carsey for sure. And I guess any other, like, high-profile streamer who plays, like, the newest thing. I'd love to jump on it, but I probably should finish RE2 first. It's kind of cool how they has plenty of plans for RE3 remake. Yeah, all those like horror game streamers, they probably already mind mapped out like what they're gonna do with the game. Like, you know, beat it, then maybe do like a a challenge type of like playthrough. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty busy. But it's good, you know. Like a horror streamer, it's like perfect for them. Oh, yeah, he's gonna be busy. Are they gonna do the whole, like, you know, runs won't be accepted for like 3 weeks or something? Like they did with Devil May Cry 5 and, like, Kingdom Hearts? I think that's a really smart idea. Like, for a new game that comes out, don't accept runs for like the first 3 weeks or something. It takes the pressure off people trying to go for like day 1 world records and things like that. Whoa. But I know a lot of people did that with Breath of the Wild. They like jumped on it because some people just wanted to like blitz through the game as fast as possible. Trying to take like day 1 world records and things like that. Like, you know, everyone's got their own taste with how they play games. You know, I'm not one to judge. But at the same time, I find it really, what's the word? I find it really, I don't want to say petty, but like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's like they're trying to seek validation by going for like day 1 world recce and things like that. I don't know why, but that kind of just bugs me for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not one to judge, you know, people can do what they want, but it just kind of bugs me for some reason. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna change so much. When my DDR pad arrives soon, Aggie. I'm actually really excited for that metal pad to come. I'll be able to do some semi-grinding at home, practice at home, play some customs. I might even stream that, because why not? They're gonna be kind of fun. So this angle looks kind of jank. Let me just readjust, that's better. Yeah! Alright, we're good. I know this was a little bit far from the fence. Let me show you, Ags. I have this one coming. I've heard some good things about it. Not some, I've heard some really good things about it. This one. It's also, I've also ordered the one that comes with a bar as well, so it means I won't have to build my own. I'm so jelly of my friend Kashi though. He's got his own DDR machine that is like modded to have like some of the really old mixes and like Stepmania and stuff like booted up. So he's got like some really good practice tools at the moment. Some people I know in the States are playing on like their old soft pads. Goodness forbid how they make that work, I have no idea. You'd have to tape it down pretty hard. Yeah, Aggie. I know it left Poland like the 10th of February. And they said it could take up to 2 months. So hopefully, I know like with things being delayed because of like Te World, but hopefully it will rock up soon. Once that rocks up, and everything goes back to normal Aggie, I could probably see myself cutting down one arcade session every week. Because when arcades are open, I was probably hitting DDR like 3 times a week. I'll probably just make it like 2 times a week or something. Or like if I can't make it out to the arcade that day for whatever reason, then I can still do some home practice, like when I got a bit of a gap. Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, -1 arcade sesh, so save a bit of money, and also just, you know, get my money. It'll cost way less in the long run too, exactly. Like, I'll be able to play customs at home and, you know, really practice charts that are giving me trouble. Like, you know, I'll be able to like slow down the rate as well, so then try to get like good muscle memory and then build up. I'm doing good, Tors. How are you, mate? Ooh, I was a bit worried about that angle for the head. Ooh. Okay. I have held too far out from ESS. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but either way, we can keep it going. Not a humongous loss. That last run, however, was pretty tragic. I'm just gonna take damage before Goma now. Doing alright? Glad to hear that, man. Hope you're all looking after yourselves amidst all this craziness. Wait for the leaves to fall. Didn't recognize I ESS turned twice there. I think we're good. One, two. Oh, I'm pretty sure I held my shield out long enough to not get a crooked angle. That looks okay. Yeah, we're good. Damn it. That damn chicken. Okay. I should have memorized all the item setups by now. I'll try to do it without referring to the my notes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty fast to set up to choose. Doing all those ESSs. It is, hey, Tors. It really is. Choose, sweet. Alright, Hylian shield. Nice. Alright. Now time to do the other items. Hover boots. Long shot and then bottle. Long shot traps me though, so I'll be a bit careful. That's okay though. Thank you. Bit annoying. Fish? Nope, that's not gonna be fish. Thank you. That was a bit of a slow SRM, but whatevs. Every item went okay except for long shot, and had to set up fish again. This angle doesn't look too good. I'll just adjust. If I knew where I was, I'd risk trying to ESS in, but... or Hessing in, but I don't want to risk falling into the moat. Like, in reality, if we could find an item chain that gets us all we want there, this would be way faster, but... it would be way... but I figured for now, that's the best I could... Ooh. Doing individual items for now is probably the best we can come up with until a better chain gets found. There's a few chains that probably will work with child dungeons as adult. Maybe one of the old dungeons ones will work, so I might have a look at that. Yo, what's up, Radical? I get a feeling one of the old dungeons ones will probably work for this. It gives us pretty much everything we want. It even gives us an extended bomb bag, which is quite nice. It gives us like bomb bag 40, which means I won't have to worry about bomb refills throughout the run. It'll give us like 1 or 2 junk items, but those junk items are probably going to be offset by the time it takes to set up all the individual items I have to do. So that's something I'll look into, which item chain I can kind of make work. What's up, Stick? I'm just grateful to RTA for like coming up with an item chain, like setups for like every single item individually. Like that alone I think is a crazy achievement. No, the runs aren't too bad, Stick. We got one run up to Deku Tree, but then Goma moved a little bit, which means the Deku to DC wasn't gonna work. I was kind of just like, ah, rip. So I just, I canned it there. And we're just trying to do more. I'm doing good, Radical. Can't complain, my good man. For some reason, I didn't save my splits from my 52-20 either. So, hopefully this run PBs and is a new WR. And if all goes well, it will also be a sub 50, which is the goal. If we sub 50, then I probably will drop this for a little bit. Or I might keep pushing it, I'm not sure. We'll see what's possible. I'm just having way too much fun with these category extensions at the moment. That was some really, really good category extensions. Let's be real. I've seen people play the new Animal Crossing, it looks pretty fun as well. But I don't know how much I can commit to it, only because I'm pretty committed to trying to push down my OOT times at the moment. If we can get another WR tonight, Stick, I'll play Persona for an hour. I've got my PS4 ready to go, and I wanted to do that. I've wanted to do 2 hours of runs and then 1 hour of casual going forward. So we'll see how this run goes. I want to try stick to that as time goes on. Which means if I stick to that regime of like 2 hours of runs and 1 hour of casual, it means it does restrict what categories I can do going forward. For example, I probably won't be able to look into like glitchless categories because those runs themselves take up all like 3 more hours. I mean, as much as I want to do glitchless, I just don't think I have the time for it these days. But as Aggie said, I could probably do like boot runs. Segmented boot runs throughout the week. On a weekend, we do a full boot run. And then if I'm feeling ready, by the end of the month, we do one full vanilla run. And I reckon all that boot practice will actually be worth it, especially if we do segmented boot practice. Like, I'll make some saves and whatnot. Maybe even create like 2 separate boot wads for glitchless to have my saves in them. Like maybe do like child dungeons for like glitchless child dungeons first, just to kind of like de-rust with the category. Then move on to like maybe adult 1 up to like spirit temple, and then like spirit temple to like done or something. That should be enough, yeah. It means I'll only need 3 save files. A clean one, adult 1 to spirit temple, and then spirit temple to endgame. 3 saves, and I think that'll be good. The only one that'll be clean will be the first one. Hey Joel, how's it going, man? Thanks for the good luck. I've been hyperactive. Are you guys still allowed to go out for like a run or a walk, Joel? That's what I've been trying to do every morning. Like, yes, wait, 1 sec. Oh yeah, Joel, it'll get to you, man, trust me. Like, I haven't been able to do my normal activities, but I've been trying to go for a jog pretty much every morning. Except yesterday was a rest day. Even though it was a rest day yesterday, guys, I still did like 20,000 steps worth of walking. I did like 40 minutes of walking in the morning. Mrs. Meeker and I went for an hour walk in the afternoon. And then at night, I went for like another 40-minute walk with her. Just around like the river. Like, not too far from our place. If you can go for a walk, Joel, even just for like 40 minutes, trust me, it's gonna help you so much. Just, you know, chuck on like a podcast or some music and just go for a stroll. You don't even have to run, man. Just go for a walk. It's gonna help so much. Trust me on that. Like, I went for a run this morning, and then I went for a walk with Mrs. Meeker in the afternoon. Yeah, wear a mask, man, honestly. But trust me when I say this, it will help Joel. Otherwise, being cooped up all day, every day, is gonna make us go bananas. Holy fuck. Ah, okay, that's why that happens, guys. That's why that happens. I think it's because I'm not hitting shield first. And then letting go. Okay, that explains why that doesn't work then. Yeah, you're gonna get people like it at the moment, Joel, unfortunately. Like, everyone's on, like, edge. Everyone's on edge at the moment. Like, it's no excuse to be a dickhead to, like, your neighbor, but just keep that in mind, Joel. Everyone's kind of on edge at the moment. I'm sorry to hear you had to go through that, man. Unfortunately, people just see it as an excuse to, like, be like a shit human being. I mean, I probably could have kept it going, but I just played it safe. Because... Joel. Unfortunately. Some people are just idiots. Just fucking stupid. Okay. I was hoping to take some damage from him, but I guess I can always just cop a bomb if I really wanted to. After we do 2-3-1 skip, I'll cop a bomb before we fight Goma. Ooh. Oh, that worked. I can try find something for you in a sec, Joel. A domino's still open where you are? Only 70. If you send me your deets, I can set up an order for you. You can just PayPal me back the money or something. You sure? Yeah, Desolated Sabers. The category is child dungeons as adult. So one of the requirements is I can't step foot in a child dungeon as child Link. I can only do it as adult Link. Yeah, we're good, Joel. Anytime, man. Alright, press target, Mika. Press target before you, okay. Now you can see the bomb. Yes, we did do a time skip Desolated, exactly. We'll actually have to do it again as adult Link, believe it or not, because we have to trigger the Ocarina of Time cutscene. Let's see here. This. Why do you need SRM? To get all the items we want, Hofer. It's much faster than going through the dungeons individually. We SRM at the beginning, and then once we go adult, it's just a boss rush. Whereas before, you'd have to go through DC, do like hookshot jump or something to get bombs. You'd have to go all the way through Jabu to get boomerang. By doing SRM, it saves like a heck of a lot of time. Hey Mork, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again, man. Yeah, I can trigger text there because it doesn't actually waste any time. And I had to save warp there because I'm doing DC wrong warp. Oops. Are there any categories that aren't faster with SRM? The ones that can use it, Hofer? No. All the ones that can use SRM at the moment are faster with SRM. Having said that though, some categories only benefit from doing like Zora's River SRM and not title file SRM. So for example, Hundo and all dungeons, you pretty much can't do title file SRM because you can't delete Shadow Medallion. Oops. No logic render? Oh, that sounds brutal, Joel. So some, like, you know, some categories are going to be forever doomed to... they're going to be forever, quote-unquote, doomed to use, like, Zora's River SRM. Some categories will definitely be able to use title file SRM, if allowed. But for the ones that can use SRM, Hofer, no. I think all of them are faster. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. It's especially Zora's River SRM. Now that RTA has found setups for like single items, it's given us way more flexibility. Ideally, you still want to find a chain that's relatively short and gives you the items you want for your category, but so far for the child dungeon categories I've looked into, I've just generated the items one at a time. I'll have to play around with some strings and see what's quicker. I assume, Aggie, for standard child dungeons, and I think I timed it as well, it's only like 5 seconds faster, I think, getting a chain, but the chain's kind of risky or something like that. Like, it's not that worth it. But I'll have to see if I can find it, if we, because we're only getting like so few items in as standard child dungeons. Whereas in like other categories, we're getting like more items, so it might be worth chaining. This lag. I had way more lag than normal. We could have equipped it Ocarina. Oh no, I need OI, so I can't equip Ocarina. I mean, I could equip it on C left, but it's not a huge deal. Alright, yep. Extra damage against bosses, that'd be pretty dope. Alright, Forest Temple time. The reason we need to... Okay, so the reason we need to complete Forest Temple in this category is because the final condition is we need to hold the Ocarina of Time above our heads. And the fact that we've already SRM stuff, means we can't re-SRM Ocarina of Time unless we do like Goron City SRM, which in that case it's not even worth it. We've already got the stones, so we need to go back as Child Link. But to go back as Child Link, you need to put the Master Sword back in the pedestal. But if you don't beat Forest Temple, Sheik will constantly block the stone pedestal. So this is why we do Forest Temple, to clear her out of the way. It has to be like really optimized, Aggie. Like if you could find maybe a chain that only gives you like one junk item, then I'd say it's worth it. And the junk item can't be something that like breaks it either. We'll have to go back as Child Link once we're done with all the adult dungeons as Child Desolated Zebra, yes. So we've done Deku Tree, we've done DC, we'll do Forest Temple, we'll do Jabu. Oh, in a non-speedrun, yeah, you wouldn't be able to go back as Child Link until you finish Forest Temple, yeah. And for Spirit Temple, it actually forces you to go back as Child Link to do one of the halves. So in a casual playthrough, you're pretty much guaranteed to go back in time, which is what we call it in the speedrun scene. You pretty much have to go back in time, like, at least once. I'll just store a JS for now. Ace is, I mean, Ace isn't explicitly banned in this category, Tours, but I guess it would kind of defeat the purpose. But yeah, at the moment, it's been decided by the community that Ace is only allowed in any percent. Nice. We use Bottle against Ganondorf. Bottle's actually really good against Ganondorf because it has a huge swipe angle. But against Phantom Ganon, we just get ISG and then lock him. Yes, I think the community has agreed that Ace is only going to be allowed in the 80% category. Otherwise, it will kind of defeat the purpose of like all the other categories. Arbitrary code execution, Desolated Zebra. I'll explain it in just a sec. I might have a command for it, actually. Basically, like, writing custom code as you play the game. There we go. Thanks, Addy. I do have a Ace command. So, arbitrary code execution, or ACE, you're pretty much writing custom code to do certain things. Yeah. Yeah, this one's annoying, Tors. Agreed. It's really annoying. Especially if you play on emulator. If you play on emulator, guys, and you're doing a speedrun, keep in mind, you will only be able to buffer 2 frames in that room. You'll never be able to buffer 1 frame exactly in Forest Temple. Unless you tweak your emulator settings or something, but in general, nah. It's a run killer, yeah, Tors, absolutely. It's killed so many of my MST runs when I was running MST. Oh my gosh. Fuck, guys, how many MST runs did I lose to that warp? Oh dear. Many runs back in the day, guys. No, it's fine to equip hover boots there. Your ESS turns don't get affected by hover boots. You don't even need to equip hover boots. If you get like a really decent angle, you can actually just clip past that waterfall, but that's the safe way of doing it. Getting 2 ESS clicks, climbing from that side, and then just hold forward and roll. I need to get some Deku Nuts. I think I have enough for Baronade, just in case. Never hurts to grab these extras. I should also learn how to do setup-less, enter Jabu, but with shoes, as opposed to just bomb. If such a thing even exists. I'm sure it does. Slow. Right. Well, setup-less. Not exactly a setup-less thing, but I guess it's setup-less in terms of getting like the exact position. Shout out to Crux for showing me how to do this. This helped me get a juicy gold for Enter Jabu in MST. Too close to the edge. I think that's okay. Might be too close to the edge. We'll find out. That'll be good. Nice. That was actually a pretty good Enter Jabu. Alright, let's see here. Thanks, Tors. I'm glad it's done. Oh wait, I need to equip hover boots again anyways. For this gap. I may as well just do equip swap while I'm at it. Thank you. I always slash sword there to stop my momentum. Wait, wrong setup. Sorry, that's child setup. Things next frame. You can do that unbuffered, but I just do it buffered just because it's a lot safer in my opinion. This, however, is a pain in the ass to do. Hitting that switch as child Link, I swear the position's like so much more lenient, but as adult Link, oh my goodness. I've lost many runs to that trick, believe it or not, as adult Link. For like all dungeons and stuff. It was horrific. First try! I mean, with the amount of bomb chews we have, and if we can somehow find a fairy that's relatively accessible very quickly, we could do Jabu to DC. That would save a fair bit of time as well in this category. We have a lot of bomb chews. We don't have much health. Jabu to DC, but you'd have to find a fairy somewhere. And relatively accessible too. Is there a DC to Deku? I'm not sure, Aggie. But I just realized something. We can actually implement Jabu to DC. Because when we come out of Forest Temple, there's a Gossip Stone on one of the little platforms we walk on. We can Gossip Stone. We can no, we don't have ZL. Ignore me. If we had ZL, we could Gossip Stone. But in order to get ZL, we'd have to RBA Poacher. We'd have to SRM Poacher Saw, RBA Poacher Saw, and we'd possibly have to RBA Empty Bottle as well, just so we could have a third bottle, so we could still have fish and then a fairy. After all that, it might not be faster than just watching this cutscene. Because in reality, this cutscene is actually fairly short. Like, all things considered. And then having to do, like, all that setup, it's not really worth it, I think. I think it's only worth it if you have to go to DC. But we've already been to DC, so... It's long position, but as Aggie said, you'd skip lighting the eyes, and you'd skip the enter DC cutscene. Having said that though, Aggie, I'm not sure... one sec. Having said that though, Aggie, I'm not sure if that affects DC wrong warp or not. Like, do we have to say, like... Doing Deku to DC, doing Jabu wrong warp to DC... Will that affect DC wrong warp? Because I think in all dungeons we just DC credits, which is why it's okay. You'd have to prelude, so warp straight to Temple of Time. We only get prelude now though, Ags. There is actually a lot to consider. I'd say we're just scratching the surface. But it's definitely things to look into, Aggie. Yeah, I'll add that to the back burner of things to consider. Because if DC wrong warp is not affected, then yeah, we just save warp like after DC. Yeah, we do DC wrong warp. So we save DC for last. Then after DC wrong warp, we could just minuet out. Or just even save warp out, and then just, It might work, Aggie. It just might work. I think this will be sub 50 as well. And yes, you do have to climb this moat, because the game's not used to you getting the child stones and coming from that side. It's used to you coming from, like, Jabu or, like, Kikiri Forest or something like that. It's not used to you doing this. Spiff! 45 months. Holy crap, Spiff. You're 3 months away from a 4-year sub. My goodness. Thank you so much, Spiff. Welcome back, buddy. 45 months. Guys, Spiff has been here since, like, literal beginning. And by literal beginning, I mean, like, when I had less than, like, 50 followers. And, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 viewers. Spiff was here just hanging out, watching me crap up runs. For, like, almost 4+ years. Oh, thank you so much, Spiff. You're an absolute legend. Hope you're doing well. Are you enjoying Animal Crossing, Spiff? Streamed from your Oh, don't remind me of that orange layout, Spiff. Oh my goodness. If I ever streamed with that orange layout, it would be on like bad layouts on like Twitter. Should I get it, Spiff? Guys, when I was playing Animal Crossing A New Leaf, Spiff was like the epic sugar mama for me. I had like no money and like no fruits. Spiff was like, yo, join up with a game with me, Mika. I'm like, okay. Spiff gives me like so much cash, gives me all this fruit, and was like, just plant it. Then I was like rich as from like planting all this foreign fruit and like selling it. It was so good. Do you think I'll enjoy it, Spiff, having only played A New Leaf? Yeah, it looks like we will, Aggie. And we're like just scratching the surface with Child Dungeons as Adult as well, I reckon. Item chain and potentially considering Jabu to DC. Whoa, we got the 47. We got the 47. Holy crap, we did it. We smashed the sub 50 goal. Holy crap, guys. And my PB, which is WR before, guys, and I didn't save my splits because I'm an idiot, was a 52.20. So, 52.20. We beat it by, like... Holy crap, guys. We beat it by, like, almost 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Almost 4 minutes and 20 seconds, guys. It was meant to be. Was a good run. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty stoked about that, actually. Hell yeah. 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Let's go. It was meant to be. I had no idea we'd smash it by that much, though. Holy crap. I'll take. But yeah, like I was talking about with Aggie, I reckon there's still so much we haven't scratched with this. C, D, A, D, W, R. Yeah, so we beat old world record by like almost 4 minutes.